echoes in my heart. Every wave returns to shore again, but you never did. Down in the summer, falling all around us, we were shining too bright to survive the night. Down in the summer, everybody wanted us, but nothing lasts forever. Gone with the tide, still glittering somewhere in the back of my mind. Down in the summer, falling all around us, we
Somehow I still dream of the nights we thought forever was more than it could be. Hearts and limousines, nothing's ever what it
danced across my heart. The city shimmered underneath the rain, but nothing ever felt the same. You wore a smile worth 1,000 cities. goodbye became the only thing real. Welcome to the kingdom of smoke. Everything shines until it's broke. Every dream is rusting gold. Every story gets retold. Kingdom of smoke, watch it rise and disappear. Everything I wanted except someone to keep near. Kingdom of smoke, floating in the air. I reached for forever and found nothing white marble floors, shadows on the wall. We were young kings watching empire fall. Your voice floated through the candlelight, like a secret hiding from the night. The city glowed beneath our feet, 1,000 dreams running through the streets. You held my hand like time was ours, while satellites replaced the stars. Get us too close to the sun, too to run. Under the marble moon, we burn too bright too soon. Golden smoke in the atmosphere. Now all that's left is you not here. Marble moon, still hanging over the avenue. Every night it shines the same, but nothing feels the way it came. The penthouse echoes when I walk alone, like it remembers a life that's gone. Every window frames a different view, but none of them lead back to you. Some stories never get an ending, they just fade into the dark. to the pain. You're a sailor on ghost, living where I need you most. A silhouette inside the smoke, a memory I can't let go. Sailor on ghost, haunting every road I know. You vanish with the summer wind, but your shadow never did. I keep searching crowded rooms for a face I'll never find. Sailor on ghost. Still alive inside my mind. Sailor on ghost, living where I need you most. A silhouette inside the smoke, a memory I can't let go. Sailor on ghost, haunting every road I know. You vanish with the summer wind, but your shadow never find me. Sailor on ghost, still alive inside my mind.
We stole the summer from a motel sign, left our names where the highways intertwine. You wore danger like a diamond chain, I wore silence like a hurricane. The city opened like a velvet wound. Every midnight came and left too soon. We were burning with a reckless grace, two runaways with nowhere safe. Everybody wanted heaven. don't trust what you're hearing, like it might dissolve in air. But I built you out of whispers, just to prove you were still there. We were running through the glitches of a love that couldn't stay. Every moment overexposed and washed completely away. Now the signal keeps repeating like a ghost that never ends. Just a loop of almost living where we almost were friends. We were a paper moon transmission, burning soft but never real. Two hearts inside the static, trying too hard not to feel. Every kiss a fading echo, every touch a borrowed light. And I still hear you in the silence when the world goes out at night. Maybe we were just illusions, casting light that couldn't hold. Like a story half remembered, never written, never told. And I still try to tune you through the noise of every day, but the frequency just fades out. Call your name. When I call your name. sleep. Every thought is in your direction. Got lost somewhere too deep. We were waiting on a connection that the world forgot to send. Like two names on different timelines that never tried to bend. And I kept refreshing silence like it might turn into you. But all I got was static in a shade of fade and blue. You were a signal that never arrived, but I still felt you in the air. Like a message stuck in orbit that forgot I was there. Every night I hear your echo in a place you never spoke, and I'm falling for a ghost line. Nemesis stroke. You lived inside my browser in tabs I never closed. A version of forever that nobody else knows. We were buffering emotions on a fragile network thread. Every word a little flicker of the things we never said. Now the connection keeps collapsing every time I get too close. Like the universe is jealous of what I wanted most. You were a signal that never arrived, but I still felt you in the air. Like a message stuck in orbit that forgot I was there. Every night I hear your echo in a place you never spoke, and I'm falling for a ghost line. Innocent stroke. Maybe we were just a latency in a world too fast to feel. A love that never fully loaded, but still somehow feels real. And I still try to reach you through the noise of every call, but the silence keeps on answering with nothing at all. You were a signal that never arrived, still I carry you inside. Like a frequency I lost, but never said goodbye. Now you live in every distance, every space I can't explain. Just a signal that never arrived, but never left my brain. You came through like interference on a channel I don't own. Just a voice inside the weather of a life I thought was gone. We were talking in high frequencies where the meaning slips away. Every word you sent was trembling, couldn't learn to stay. And I kept the volume low just to hear you breaking through like a signal made of memories I never got from you. We were static between hearts, lost inside the electric rain. Two souls in overlapping silence, trying not to feel the pain. Every touch a fading waveform, every kiss a broken line. And I still hear you inside me when the world's offline. When the world goes offline. You said don't trust the distortion, but it sounded like your name. So I followed the same. We were drifting through the feedback of a love that wouldn't lock. Every second just a fragment of a ticking broken clock. Now the air feels full of something that I can't quite understand. Like your voice is still suspended in a place I can't land. We were static between heartbeats, lost inside the electric rain. Just souls in overlapping silence, trying not to feel the pain. Every touch a fading waveform, every kiss a broken line. And I still hear you inside me when the world was offline. Just a frequency that never found its tone. Two signals out of harmony, still pretending we're alone. And I still try to tune you in through the noise inside my chest, but all I get is fading sound that never lets me rest. We were static between hearts, dissolving into broken air. Two echoes in the distance of a love that wasn't there. Now you live in every silence, every pause I can't define. We were static between heartbeats, and you're still in mine. Black stars on our jackets, smoking silence under overpasses. You said heaven looks synthetic, neon saints with broken habits. Your laugh cut through the traffic noise like a cassette drowning underwater. Every kiss felt half destroyed, beautiful like urban horror. And I still trace your name on fogged up subway windows, while the sirens sing in stereo. We were velvet exit signs, glowing red in darkened rooms, young enough to burn forever, old enough to know the truth. You move like static electricity, skin. Every word felt overloaded, like the world was caving in. We were scrolling through disasters, trying hard to feel alive. Every moment looked electric in the blue screen light at 5. And your shadow moved like static across my apartment walls, like a signal caught repeating through abandoned calls. We were a digital halo collapse, burning through the neon haze. Two hearts wrapped in interference, trying not to fade away. Every kiss a system failure, every touch a satellite, and I still see your silhouette inside the fractured light. You wore headphones like armor, blocking out the downtown noise. Every silence felt cinematic, like the death of younger joys. We were dancing in slow motion on rooftops soaked in rain. Every memory now flickers like corrupted video frame. Now the skyline feels infected with the ghost of what we knew, and the static in my speakers still sounds a little like you. We were a digital halo collapse, burning through the neon haze. Two hearts wrapped in interference, trying not to fade away. Every kiss a system failure, every touch a satellite, and I still see a silhouette inside the fractured light. Maybe we were never stable, just electricity and smoke. Two unfinished conversations inside a world that broke, and I still chase your reflection through the stations late at night. But the train doors keep on closing before I reach the light. We were a digital halo collapse, falling softly out of frame. Two lost ghosts inside the city, still whispering our names. Now your echo lives forever in the circuits of my mind, like a signal still transmitting from another space and time. You rang me from nowhere again, through a line that doesn't exist. Every tone sounded like rain, falling through a digital mist. We were talking in outlines of a world that's half erased, every sentence disappearing before it found its place. And I kept the call connected, even when it started to break, like I needed the distortion just to feel you awake. It was an empty sky
a fragile conversation with no real receiving, and I still wait for your silence like it might turn into sound, but the line stays disconnected even when you're out. It was an empty skies hotline, lost inside the falling night. Two broken transmissions, dying in the light. Now your voice is just a memory on a number I can't call. Just an empty skies hotline that never had it all. You left me on silent again, like a message you never meant. The screen still glows in the dark, like a wound I never left. We were talking in soft delay, half words that drift away. Every typing disappeared before it could say your name. And I kept the phone beside me, like it might start breathing back. But all I got was distance, wrapped inside a blacked out track. It was our last night on airplane mode, floating through the empty glow. Two hearts on different frequencies, still pretending not to know. Every touch was out of signal, every kiss a fading line, and I still feel you in the silence, even when you're offline. Said don't wait for connection, like it never comes in time. But I memorized your messages like they were somehow mine. We were lost in notifications that never really arrived. Every moment in suspension between truth and disguise. Now the battery keeps dying, but I still refuse to charge. Like I need the emptiness to remember who we are. It was our last night on airplane mode, floating through the empty glow. Two hearts on different frequencies, pretending not to know. Every touch was out of signal, every kiss a fading line, and I still feel you in the silence, even when you're offline. Maybe we were just a set that never got past. Send a conversation left unfinished that refused to ever end. And I still check the quiet like it might turn into you, but the night just keeps on scrolling through everything we knew. It was our last night on airplane mode, drifting in a silent storm. Two ghosts inside a message that never took a form. Now your name
stuck in my mind.
Into my silence, like a stranger with my name. Every message felt like fire, but it never felt the same. We were typing in the darkness, through a language made of scars. Every emoji like a signal from somewhere under the stars. And the system kept on warning, too much feeling overload, but I kept ignoring every broken line of code. We were midnight firewall hearts, trying not to fall apart. Every connection burning bright in the digital dark. You were real until you weren't, just a ghost inside my screen. Now I'm stuck inside the version of what we could have been. You said, don't save the conversation, like it wouldn't mean a thing. But I kept every fragment, like a shattered diamond ring. We were data wrapped in emotion, falling through encrypted rain. Every heartbeat just a buffer of invisible pain. Now the system auto-deleted every trace of you and me, but I still feel your presence in corrupted memory. We were midnight firewall hearts, trying not to fall apart. Every connection burning bright in a digital dark. You were real until you weren't, just a ghost inside my screen. Now I'm stuck inside the version of what we could have been. Maybe we were just a glitch loop in a server made of dreams, running endless conversations that were never what they seemed. And I still try to restore you from the fragments left behind, but the system keeps rejecting every piece I try to find. We were midnight firewall hearts, lost inside encrypted light. Two broken lines of data, trying to survive the night. Now your echoes in my login every time I close my eyes, like a love that got corrupted but never really dies. You call me from a payphone ghost, half-lit street, nobody knows. Your voice came cracked like vinyl rain, spinning through my nervous brain. We met where signals fall apart, but what you feel here, but I was already too near. And the city hummed like a warning in a language we can't decode. But I kept walking toward you, down every broken road. We were neon frequency, bleeding light through empty space, two lost signals in collision, trying to escape our fate. Every kiss a shortwave static, every touch a fading sound, and I still hear you in the silence, even when you're not around. You wore heartbreak like agate, frayed edges, smoke-stained pockets. We danced inside abandoned stations where time forgets its obligations. You said love was just interference, something loud we can't control. But I found your name in the distortion, like a message in my soul. Now every radio is broken, but it still plays you sometimes, like a memory refusing to fall between the lines. We were neon moon frequency, bleeding light through empty space, two lost signals in collision, trying to escape our fate. Every kiss a shortwave static, every touch a fading sound, and I still hear you in the silence, even when you're not around. Maybe we were just transmissions, passing through the wrong delay, never meant to sing together, but we crashed into the wave. And I still try to tune you back in through the static in my chest, but all I get are fragments of what we never said. We were neon wound frequency, burning soft and broken, two echoes in the nightline, pretending songs there. Now the signal slows.